A traffic-related story. Part of I-40 closed overnight after an early morning accident. News Channel 5's Andrea Klein-Thomas at the hospital where a man and woman are recovering this morning. And Andrea, after seeing the vehicle in this accident, I can't believe they were actually able to survive it at all.
I know, it's just one of those things where you see it and you're just like, how did they get out of that alive? They had to cut them out of the car, but right now we're told that they are in critical condition, but they are stable. Let's take a look at the scene. Now, this happened about 12:30 overnight. The car pulled over for an unknown reason along Interstate 40 West near the I-65 split. That's when a FedEx truck plowed into them. The FedEx driver told police that he didn't see the stopped car in time. As you see in this video, the car is absolutely mangled. The semi just had front end damage. Now, the interstate was closed for about 3.5 hours while the scene was cleared, but it has been open since about 4 o'clock this morning. Now, we did contact FedEx, and this is the statement they sent us in part. They said our heartfelt thoughts are with those involved. We're cooperating fully with all authorities and have no other information at this time, but we were told that truck driver did not sustain any injuries. That's the latest here at Vanderbilt Medical Center. I'm Andrea Klein-Thomas, News Channel 5 HD.
All right, Andrea, thank you. New information about an overnight shooting up in Springfield. Gunfire rang out near South Main Street and 18th Avenue East around 8 last night. When officers showed up, they found 27-year-old Brandon Gardner lying on the ground. Someone was giving him CPR. He was rushed to the hospital but did not survive. And about the same time, 21-year-old Mandricus Young turned up at Northcrest Medical Center with a gunshot wound to the leg. That injury not life-threatening. Witnesses tell police that gunfire killed Gardner came from a vehicle that drove by. Detectives are still working the case, and you know anything, contact 615-384-8422. That's the Springfield Crime Stoppers number. An argument turned into a shooting overnight at the James Casey Public Housing Development. We're told that a discussion got heated. The victim threatened the other man, and that's when he turned and shot. The victim was hit in the leg, but should be okay.
We'll soon know more about human remains found by squirrel hunters in Coffee County. Those remains were found on a piece of property that's part of the Arnold Engineering Development Complex. An archaeological team from MTSU will be sifting through the area this morning to locate the rest of those remains. The Coffee County Sheriff's Department says it's just too soon to tell if foul play was involved in this person's death.
A teenager is still clinging to life this morning after walking into the path of an oncoming train. It happened on Main Street in Greenbrier near Highway 41 South. 18-year-old Mikhail Pertl was taken to Vanderbilt University Medical Center where he is still in critical condition. Witnesses tell police that the conductor was blowing his horn, but Pertl continued to walk with his head down as he approached the tracks.
A drunk man mooned the crowd at a Veterans Day parade in Clarksville. The Leaf Chronicle reports 44-year-old Chino Smith pulled his pants down during the parade at Austin Peay's homecoming Veterans Day celebration. Smith was arrested and charged with public intoxication and indecent exposure.
The state of Tennessee is doing its part to improve educational opportunities for veterans. A new report is out from the governor's Veterans Education Task Force. It's the result of months of research and talks with veteran students all across the state. Recommendations include setting up a veteran education academy to train campus leaders, providing opportunities for schools to compete for funding for veteran-focused initiatives, and establishing a website with educational and job resources.
We don't want our veterans just to get a job. We want to see them in quality careers because they have so much to offer.
Indeed they do. Austin Peay State University will host its first Veterans Education Academy in the spring. Officials from schools all over the state will get together to exchange ideas. The new website, by the way, launches in the spring also.
Nashville will honor our servicemen and women today with the Veterans Day Parade downtown. That parade gets started at 11:11 on Broadway near the I-40 ramp. The route will then work its way down to Lower Broad. And in addition to local military groups, there will be floats and antique cars and marching bands. Nashville's been honoring veterans with a parade for more than 60 years.